The day Lionel Messi banged in 2 goals in the World Cup final and snagged that long-awaited triple crown for Argentina was legendary. This epic match went down on December 18th, 2022 in Qatar, a fierce showdown between France and Argentina. The hype for the game was real. It was the World Cup final being streamed live by like 1.5 billion people around the globe. Argentina, led by Messi, hadn't nabbed this title in 36 years, and it was the last piece missing in Messi's career puzzle. France, with Mbappe, though, was the reigning World Cup champ, aiming to score their back-to-back titles. It was an absolute battlefield, with the top teams of the time going all out to win, plus an iconic face-off between Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe. The game kicked off intense, with plenty of fouls early on. Like 3 minutes in, Messi already caught an elbow to the head during a ball battle, but Argentina seemed to be running the show early on, pulling off lots of offensive plays. Like at 16 minutes, when Messi launched an attack and hit it right to DePaul, who flicked it back for him to pass to Di Maria to finish. But sadly, he kind of fluffed the shot, and it went out. At the 19-minute mark, France tried to clap back with a free kick from the left corner near the box, with number 9 Giroud heading the ball but missing the target. Just a minute later, and Argentina was already back on the offense. Di Maria got the ball on the left corner and went for a solo play, skirting past the French defender into the box, when suddenly, the same player he just dribbled past came from behind and took him down. The ref didn't hesitate to call a penalty. The go-to guy for the penalty was none other than Messi. The Argentine ace focused for the kick and shot it right into the corner. No chance for the opposing goalie. Goal for Argentina! In that moment, Messi knew he had made a huge leap towards his goal. And that vibe only amped up at the 35-minute mark, when Argentina picked off a bad pass and kicked off a team counter with a series of quick passes that put Di Maria face-to-face with the goal to score the team's second goal. The reaction from the Argentine fans was total euphoria. With a 2-goal lead still in the first half, it looked like the title was within reach. But on the other side, there was a player named Kylian Mbappe, and he wasn't about to go down without a fight. With Argentina up by 2, the Argentine players started to get more bold. Like the nutmeg dribble, Di Maria tried at the 40-minute mark on France's defender Koundé. The game stayed lit, full of fouls, until the ref blew for halftime. Before you keep watching the vid, hit that subscribe button, please! The second half kicked off, and Mbappe's France hit the ground running, all in for a comeback, totally set on snagging a tie. But despite all the hype, it was Argentina keeping the pressure up, like at the 48-minute mark, when Messi passed to Di Maria, who crossed to DePaul for the finish. But the French goalie easily saved it. 10 minutes later, Argentina went for another risky play with Di Maria, passing to Julian Alvarez for the shot. But the ball ended up going wide. A minute later, around the 60-minute mark, Di Maria got a pass on the left flank and went on the attack, facing off against a French defender. He managed to juke him and made space to cross to Messi, who got the ball and tried for the goal, but his shot got blocked by the opposing defenders. 2 minutes later, Argentina kept threatening. Messi got the ball midfield and pushed it forward to Julian Alvarez, who tried to pass to McAllister inside the box, but the French goalie stepped up and stopped the pass. Close to the 64-minute mark, Argentina's coach made a questionable call to sub out Di Maria, who was killing it, a decision he'd end up seriously regretting by the end of the match. As time ticked on, things just got tougher for France. They tried some offensive plays, but none seemed to land any real shot at goal. At the 70-minute mark, Mbappe snagged the ball on the left side and decided to go solo. He blew past 3 defenders to break into the box and create space for a shot. But bummer, the kick was way too strong and the ball sailed out. Right after, Argentina looked to strike back with Messi picking up the ball, trying to finesse a French defender and passing to Enzo Fernandez, who opted for a long shot, but the goalie snagged an easy save. The clock was ticking towards 80 minutes, and it looked like the chances for a tie were almost zilch. But that flipped when forward, Kolo Muani caught a forward pass and bolted for it, but got tripped up by an Argentine defender in the box. The ref then called a penalty for France. Stepping up for the shot was none other than Mbappe, who at just 23 was carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. Mbappe nailed it into the bottom left, scoring, even with the goalie diving the right way. At that moment, Mbappe amped up his confidence and reignited hope for the French fans and his squad, all geared up to push for a tie. And that's exactly what went down in less than a minute when France launched an attack with Mbappe getting the ball on the left side, nodding it to his mate and getting it back to nail an absolute screamer. At that moment, the French fans went nuts, couldn't believe what was going down. Even the French president couldn't keep his chill. But France wasn't just happy with tying it up. They quickly went back on the offensive, with Mbappe getting the ball on the left side, inside the box, and crossing it to Kolo Muani, who just missed the header. Then, at the 86-minute mark, with France attacking again, striker Marcus Thuram got the ball in the box and tried to fish for a penalty, but the ref was on it and hit him with a yellow card. The final stretch of the second half was totally owned by France. In the 3 minutes of added time, the French squad made a dangerous attack in a team play, finished by midfielder Adrien Rabiot. But luckily for Argentina, goalie Martinez pulled off a solid save. Right then, all Messi and Argentina wanted was for the game to just end. In the final 5 minutes of stoppage time, France launched another counter, with Mbappe blasting his speed and passing to Kolo Muani, who fumbled and ended up backpassing, losing the ball right after. Despite the setback, Messi was still in it to win it. In the last minutes of stoppage time, the Argentine 10 got the ball on the offensive and created space for a wicked, strong, and precise shot from outside the box. But sadly, the French goalie made a stunning save and kept the goal at bay. And so the second half wrapped up, and the game went into overtime. The match restarted, and things got way more balanced, with Argentina launching some dangerous attacks. Like 14 minutes in, Messi started an attack, playing off his teammates and setting up striker Martinez for a clear shot. But in the nick of time, a French defender blocked the kick. The rebound landed with Argentine fullback Montiel, who ripped a beautiful shot, but it got deflected by opposing defenders. Then, in the added time of the first half of overtime, Martinez got a forward pass and was so close to netting one for Argentina, ending yet again in a tie. The second half of overtime kicked off with high energy. In the opening minutes, with Argentina on the offense, Messi got the ball from a throw-in and made room to shoot. But bummer, the French goalie saved it. But Messi was all fired up to score and win this cup by any means. Just a few minutes later, at the 18-minute mark of the game, Argentina was back on the attack. In a team play, the Argentine offense passed the ball around until Martinez shot at the goal and the goalie managed to parry, defending it. But the ball ended up at Messi's feet, who didn't miss and scored Argentina's third goal. At first, it seemed like a French defender had stopped it from going in, but checking other angles, it was clear as day it was a goal. Right then, the Argentine crowd was going wild, screaming and jumping non-stop. And once again, it looked like the title was within Messi's grasp, but on the other side was Kylian Mbappe, who wasn't ready to throw in the towel. The joy for the Argentines didn't last long, because at the 25-minute mark of overtime after a French corner, Mbappe ended up with the ball and tried to make a shot, but it got blocked because it hit an Argentine player's arm. The ref, keeping an eye out, called another penalty for France. Up to take the shot was Mbappe, once again tasked with tying the game, and shooting to the bottom left once more. The French superstar managed to even the score again. This game was turning out to be insanely thrilling, like something out of a movie script, but it was all happening for real. And to Messi's dismay, things could get even worse. At the 29-minute mark of overtime, France launched a counterattack, with Mbappe sending a sweet cross to Kolo Muani, who, once again, just missed heading the ball. In the final minutes of overtime, France pulled off another move that could have flipped the script of the cup. This went down when Kolo Muani got a forward pass, putting him one-on-one with the Argentine goalie, who pulled off an extraordinary save. And before the final whistle, Mbappe tried to solo, but got dispossessed by the Argentine defenders, leading the ref to blow the whistle and take the game to penalties. France was up first in the shootout, with Kylian Mbappe nailing the goal, hitting it to the bottom left again. On the Argentine side, Lionel Messi kicked off their round, shooting low and scoring. France's second attempt wasn't as lucky, with Argentine goalie Martinez stopping the goal. Argentina's next shot resulted in a goal, slamming it down the middle. Now it was France's turn again, needing to make the next shot. However, their number 8 ended up blasting it wide. For Argentina, midfielder Paredes managed to score his. France also secured their goal with Kolo Muani's shot. Then came the clutch moment. If Argentine number 4 Montiel could score, the cup would end with Argentina clinching their triple championship. And that's exactly what went down when he scored. And that's how Lionel Messi became a legend, snagging the last major title missing from his career and showing the world why he's considered the GOAT.